Hey guys, my name is Nabiri. Hey guys, my name is Nabiri, and it's time for another Synth Saturday. And today we're gonna cover how you can make your own effects for your tracks. The first thing I want to talk about is about how you can make your own kick effects, and after that I want to show you how you can make your own rises and sweeps for your build-ups or somewhere else in your track. So kick impacts. Kick impacts are quite easy to make, but there's fun things you can do with them. So the first thing you want to do, of course, is just take a kick and put it in a mixer channel and give it a send channel that you can tweak. So I'm giving it its own send channel with some reverb on there, and it's just basically my normal reverb settings. After that I send the kick through that channel, of course, and we're going to give it some reverb. But if we play it without some side chaining, it's going to sound like this. Now that isn't something bad, but maybe you want to have a kick that's just when the kick is playing, it has a little bit more dry feeling, and after that the reverb comes up. So maybe we can add a limiter in here, Fruity limiter, and use this as a compressor. Pull the threshold down and pull the knee up a little bit. And maybe you like this type of sound. So this is a way you can kind of tweak it and make it in your own way. So you get that reverb afterwards, or maybe you don't want the lows in here, so you're going to take away the EQ that you have in front of your reverb, for example, and it's going to sound like this. It all just is a little matter of playing around and seeing what you like, and I like to sidechain it a little bit at least. Give it some more reverb because it's not wet enough. At least the tail isn't loud enough. And I just play around with this until I have a sound that I like. Now another fun thing you can do to spice up your kick effect is maybe use a reverse kick in front of the normal kick. So if we do that, just put this to generic and maybe make it come up a little bit like this. It's already making it sound a lot more interesting. So just play around, get the reverb right, and after that you can maybe play around with the kick to create even a more weird sound. So I generally just get my reverb right, and after that I'd see if I maybe want to add a reversed bit before the kick or do something else with the kick to create a more unique sound. Now let's say this is the beginning of the track and we want some risers or sweeps in here. If I'd make them myself, I choose to go with Serum. So let's take a Serum out. And we're gonna mute the oscillator. And first thing we're gonna do is search for a nice kind of noise that we like. There's different types of noise in here. I like the alpha noise, for example, but maybe there's something else that's nice in here. Maybe something like this, I don't know. I think I actually like this one. Let's just try to use this one. And we're going to put a filter on this. And we're going to make sure that it's on the noise. So we put it on that N. I'm going to give this a band pass so we can make this sweep down. And basically what you want to do is you're going to use this envelope or an LFO, whatever you want, to create this movement automatically, so we don't need to put an automation clip on here. And yeah, let's just put a note in here. And let's put it over there. Okay, it already is, nice. And let's just play this without the kick effects first. So I think this sounds nice, but it just goes downward a little bit too quickly. And that kind of things is just what you want to look out for when you're using an LFO or using an envelope to create this motion. Just shape it how you like it. It's just a matter of trying and yeah, just seeing which sound you like. So let's say we like this envelope, and I think I actually do. After that I can add some effects in here, so maybe this hyper dimension to give it some more dimension, and maybe put a reverb on it afterwards through a send channel as well, so that the sweep becomes more part of the track. and it's just more of an effect instead of a dry sweep coming out of serum. I think I like this sound. Just a little bit of hyperdimension can make it move a lot more, and that's just what I want. And let's put this one over here and give it a little bit of reverb through a send. And this way you can already create your intro or any part of the track that you want with a kick impact and a sweep. And of course this can move downward a little bit longer if you want. And we can put an envelope on the volume as well. So we can put this to, say, 14 seconds. First make this move down, like this for example, and put it to 14 seconds. And then it fades out by itself. And to explain how I make my risers for build-ups, I wanted to make a little easy build-up with just a kick drum, snare, a clap, and an easy pad behind there. And of course the sounds we created earlier. So let's open up another serum. And this chord is a F minor chord, so we're going to be working in F on this riser as well. So let's put an F down. And I like to be working at around F4 or F5. It just depends on how fast we want the riser to rise up. And we're going to start playing this at the beginning of our build-up. And we're going to shape this first so that it doesn't come up as loud as we have it in the beginning. Now, a way to do this right, or in my opinion, the most on-point way to do this is just looking at the timing over here. So we are at 6 seconds. And at the ending over here we're at 18. So we have 12 seconds of that riser coming up slowly. So we can put this to the side and raise the attack for about 12 seconds. So that at the end over here it's going to be the loudest, and then the only thing we might need to do is automate the volume just a tiny bit to bring it down. But let's just give it some more of an arc and put that to 12-ish seconds. And we're going to put an LFO on here that's going to make the sound rise up. And we're having to deal with 8 bars over here. So we're going to put this LFO and an envelope, and it's going to be at 8 bars. Then putting this to the chorus pitch is going to help making it rise up. If you want to make your risers go up a full octave, just double click over here and click 12 semitones, because that's an octave, or 24, and I like to go for 24 in this case. And let's just solo a riser for now. The next thing I want to do is I want to decide on what type of riser I want to make it. Do I want it to be a distorted riser, a hypersol crunchy type of riser, or just a wavetable? And I think I'm going to go with something like a wavetable this time. So we're going to just choose something. I think that by making this wavetable move, we can already create some tension. So let's just see how we can make this one move exactly. Yeah, I think I have something in mind. So let's put a normal LFO on here that's just making it move. And then we're gonna put this one on here as well, and this one's gonna make it move up slowly. And now instead of putting it on BPM, we're gonna put it at the hertz. So we can automate this so it's gonna be making more movement as the riser progresses. So let's just take a little automation clip and rise that up a little bit. So we can create some more movement. And we're going to distort this a little bit, just to make it a little bit more gritty. And I'm gonna add a hyperdimension on this, I think. So in the end, when you have a sound that you like, it's just a matter of playing around with some effects, putting stuff on there and seeing if it works. And I think I'm gonna use a hypersaw together with this wavetable, because the ending already kind of sounds like a hypersaw, so maybe adding one will make it sound a little bit more beefy. And of course we need to apply our riser LFO on there as well. And I'm gonna keep this hypersaw in the background, so we lower the volume a little bit, so it's not too loud and overpowering our wavetable. So after balancing some volumes, let's just see how this riser sounds in our nice little build-up. I feel I like that. It's just a way of creating your own sound in your tracks instead of just using samples. I hope you like this and you learned something from this, and hopefully I'll see you back soon again. Cheers!